We are here at Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe is right at the border of California and Nevada. We came here to support Keris Dahlkamp. Keris Dahlkamp is the Iron Man, that's how I call him. We decided to use his talent to speak about the situation in the Congo. We decided to swim Lake Tahoe, 22 miles, to raise awareness about what is happening and bring his whole community to really know that while people are suffering in the Congo, we can do actions here to bring about awareness about the Congo. So we decided to come here to support him, to let him know that the Congolese people on the ground know. We shared it with the youth group on the ground. And then I'm here with Mike. He was part of the crew that went with him on the lake. I think he started the swim at 1 o'clock a.m. This morning. And we are now almost noon. And it looks like I won my bet.
Yes, you did win.
My bet was before noon, it's going to be done.
When we finished at 11:30, I thought about that.
Yeah,
That you said that, and we did. So
exactly. So how was it in general, the whole swimming from 1 a.m. and it was really dark?
It was really dark. Actually, it was surprisingly almost scary at first.
Wow.
Because after we left, where all the boats are kept, it just opened up into darkness. But after a few moments, we all kind of became aware of the stars and the different shapes of the mountains in the background, and the sound of Keris splashing and splishing. So.
But how did you keep your direction? I mean, because if it was dark and you have the stars, but how will you still know where you're going?
Our main boat he was following a compass.
Okay.
And when we found the most northern point, because we were going from north to south, we found a spot on the far mountains that had lights, and then we checked out the stars above them. So we just literally pointed our boats and Keris to that direction.
I see. And what were some of the challenges during the night up until when you finished the swim?
So I think the cold in the evening for Keris, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, the water was a lot colder than it is now. Just having a blinking light on his cap was all that I had between him and darkness of the lake. So my wife and I, who were manning our kayak, we had to be really careful to keep our eye on him. So that was a challenge. And then as the day kept going and going and going, and Keris got a lot more tired, the challenge was keeping him motivated to continue. Yeah.
I'm hearing you made 19 miles.
I think he made 19 miles.
So it's, I can't even imagine myself even making 1 mile running. So saying at least 19 miles swimming is already a huge record.
I've never been next to someone doing something like that. To be honest with you, watching him swim and suffer and struggle and then overcome all that, it was completely inspiring.
So the last question I have would be what this experience had brought. How did it come out to you? What can you take from it? What did you learn from it? And how did you bring the community together? And the other one is, what do you think? What will be your message to Congolese who will be watching this video around this situation? What happened to them?
Well, he first asked me to be his co-swimmer, his pace swimmer, a long time ago, and it kind of shocked me that he was actually considering doing this. And then he said the reason he's doing this is not really for his own sake, it was for kind of the activism, spreading a message about what's going on in the Congo, and that made it even better, because it wasn't just about him, it was something greater than him, and that drew me and I'm sure all of the team in with him. And the thing that I think I would want people to get from this is that while we might not be able to travel overseas and some of us don't have money to give, we can do something. He gave 19 miles of his endurance, of his concentration. We gave from 1 a.m. till now our time and energy and months of training to raise awareness for something that we find important. And I think if that's all we can do, I think that's a lot, actually. Yeah.
That's great. So, as he said, you can always do something to bring awareness to the Congo. So right now, the situation is really bad on the ground still. The rebellion is still raging. And rebels are threatening to take over the capital city. But we know that the capital city of Goma but we hope it's not going to happen. So people are still fighting on the ground. We spoke to the youth group about the swimming yesterday. They are still impressed that people outside of the Congo are still standing up for them. So that's what gives them hope. So the only thing that I can share for you, the action for this week, is really do what Keris did. You know, he mobilized his whole community to support the Congo Youth Initiative, to support the youth in the Congo. I believe change will come only through the youth. Why? Half of the Congolese population is under the age of 18, and the majority of the Congolese population are Congolese women. So we know it's going to be a women movement, a youth movement, and the support that we give to the youth is going to accelerate the change that we want. So we are leaving now Lake Tahoe. We were with Keris and the team, and we really, I'm moved to see a man go through this lake to raise awareness. So I hope you continue to break the silence wherever you are.